In this video, I want to show you how you can have crisp and solid volleys just by doing this. So if you can do this, you need to keep watching because we're going to definitely improve your volleys. In this video, like I promised, I want to help you get crisper and more solid volleys. Now, the reason it's so important to improve your volleys is because basically, usually when you come up to net, what are you going to do? You're going to be finishing the point. So this is very important, especially if you have a big forehand or a big weapon. What's going to happen is you're going to keep pressing in on your opponent, and they're going to give you shorter and shorter balls, which mainly you want to finish off with the volleys. You don't want to let it bounce. Another really big reason I hear that a lot of people struggle with is how to beat a pusher. This is one of the most important shots if you want to learn how to beat a pusher. A pusher's game is based on gaining a lot of time. Volleys are based on taking away time, so they don't have time to get to it. So you're not stuck at the baseline trying to overhit and come up with huge winners. So this is why it's so important to learn how to have crisp and solid volleys. I know a lot of people struggle with them. Well, I'm going to help you with one tip today, how to improve your volleys. Now, like I said before, if you can do this, then you're going to have solid volleys. And what do I mean? Why is this so important? Basically, it's the exact same motion you want to use, but you want to use it sideways. Now, one quick note I want to make about your thinking about the volley. I want to make sure you understand that when you hit a volley, it actually has shape. And what do I mean by shape? It means the ball actually goes up and then comes down. I think a lot of misconceptions when we hit a volley, we're hitting it and boom, the ball goes straight through the court. Now, this will happen if the ball's above the net, but most first volleys, when you're a little bit deeper in the court, you're going to have to hit the ball with a little bit more shape. Even if I'm right here and I'm having to hit a ball here, the ball's going to go slightly up, then come down. It's really important that you understand this. Once you understand this, your volleys are going to improve a ton. So one of the other misconceptions that we have by now, if we change our mindset and we're thinking the ball has shape, it means we don't have to hack down on the volley. That's one of the biggest reasons why most recreational players and players in general miss volleys, because they're thinking, I got to hack down on this volley, get a lot of bite and grit on the ball. Really what you need to do is get under the volley and hit through. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. So one of the first key steps to learning how to really make sure we hit shape on the volley and get under it is making sure we have a good ready position. I'm going to kind of gloss over some of these basic things you probably already know, like having a good ready position and really focus on the swing. A couple key things to the swing is basically when we turn the racket over, we want to make sure our elbow's in front of your body. It's really important that a lot of times when I see people trying to volley, what they do is boom, look at this, my elbow's way behind me, and what this causes you to do is be very late on your swing, your racket's behind you. What I want to do is when I'm turning, look how I brought my elbow forward. I'll do it again. I'm going to split, I'm going to bring that elbow forward. Also what this does, it puts my racket in this nice laid back position. Now, what's the grip you should be having? You should have a continental grip, which is just basically a shake hands grip. Very easy way to find your continental grip without going through all the bevels is just take your racket, pretend like it's a hammer. This is the head, this is the part that pulls out the nail. I don't know what that's called. But how would you hammer a hammer? This is the continental grip. Look at my hand, how straight. If your racket's like this and you have to turn the hammer or you're hammering with the strings, it's not a continental grip. This is a great way just to make sure you have a continental grip. So if we're turning, we're gonna lay the racket slightly back. Now look what this does. By laying the racket slightly back, it has the racket face open, which creates the shape I talked about. Now, with the racket face open, all we're gonna do is bunt the back and bottom of the ball, which I'm gonna show you in 1 second. I'm not trying to take the racket and pull it down. Okay, if you see, when I extend on the volley, I'm gonna start with my elbow here and I extend forward, look at my hand, it's straight, okay? This is straight, it's not going down. So that's one good marker to make sure you have. I'm here, straight, and boom. All I wanna do, like we were talking about before, if you can do this, it's a little tap. Now the difference is, what's happening is what I call the leverage position. This is a very important position, which means it's like a seesaw. So a normal seesaw, you have the fulcrum, or whatever this is called, in the middle, and you see how it's equal on each side. What we want to do is change that closer to the grip. And what this does is, if you notice, my hand, or the handle of the racket moves a little bit, but the racket moves a lot more. Okay? The same thing happens right here. This is where we're talking about. The hand moves a little bit, but the racket face moves a lot more, just like we were doing here. If you notice, you probably weren't doing this. You're probably tapping it, where the hand moves a little bit, but the racket face is moving a lot more. This is how we have crisp volleys. Too many times I see people coming forward and they have this huge swing. They know, they get the idea that they want to have the racket head speed on the swing, but they don't know how to do it, or they're doing it improperly. They're trying to use this huge swing when you could just go leverage position, pull the racket forward, and the racket head's going to move just as quick. So I'm going to toss one so you can see how this works. Racket in front, and this is a great drill if you're trying to really work on your volley. Just get a couple balls in your hand, have it in front, lay the racket back, and all you're going to do is boom. Now, what I want you to notice is the ball didn't go straight down. The ball's going up and then coming down, okay? Even if I want to hit the ball pretty firm, the ball's still going slightly up and coming down. It's not going straight down on the court. So I want to show you a couple live demos of how this looks with the ball actually coming at you, okay? So you can really see how I'm going to prep here and really pull the leverage position in the wrist forward, making the racket head go through the ball, making sure this check that we're extended here, we're not pulling down, okay? So let's take you to the live demo. So what I'm going to quickly demo is exactly what we want to be doing. Now, obviously, if I was hitting against a person, I would have the split steps to make sure I'm really quick getting ready for the ball. Now, again, in quick review, we're going to split, we're going to turn my shoulder, but in the process of turning my shoulder, I'm going to bring my elbow forward. Really important. The elbow is not necessarily attached to the body, but it's a little bit off. I like to say if you take a palm or you take your fist and put it right here, that's the amount of space you're gonna have. I almost think of it like a door, okay? And your body is the connecting hinge, okay? We're gonna start with the door here and push through, okay? Now, I'm gonna split, lay the racket back just a little bit so we make sure we hit the back of the ball, okay? I'm not trying to come down on the ball. I'm gonna hit the back of the ball and pull, like I said, the leverage position forward. So let's see how that works out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start here and look, boom. All I'm doing is the ball's gonna come, turn, and you can really see how I'm pushing through the ball. If the ball comes, I can still hit up, but look how deep my ball's going. This is a really important fact, okay? That ball's really high, so when the ball comes low, look how my ball is going up and then down. Really important because look at how deep I'm hitting the ball. Now, you may be asking, how do I put backspin, okay? That looks good, that's a solid volley, but I want to put a little backspin on the ball. So, exact same motion, I'm going to pull the racket slightly across my body, okay? So, adding some backspin, up. Here we go. Backspin. You can see I'm really pulling across my body, creating more penetration, okay? I'm going to increase the speed on the ball because I'm putting the backspin on the ball. Laying it back. Now, one quick note, I'm not doing it because I'm focusing on the swing, but obviously if you're gonna be hitting a volley, you volley with your legs first. So this means I'll be moving forward, attacking the ball with my legs. But in this video, we're just talking about the motion because I think a lot of people struggle with this motion. So make sure you go out and practice this. Break it down to little steps that you can do just with your feeding yourself, and then either have a partner, a ball machine. You can even do this on a wall and just practice getting under the ball and hitting the ball through, okay? Please leave me a comment of what you think about this video and any questions you might have, and come check me out at TotalTennisDomination.com. This is Kevin Garlington, and go out and play tough.